Hello, everyone. What about this time? We're going to bring you our current little low-cost mobile capture. What technologies are used? How is the code inside it written? And we'll also explain what optimizations we've made to stabilize the transmission. Now open our current plugin, which first uses PeopleX. Currently, it is using version 5.6. It is also the latest version of it. Then this plugin is some plugins in our current motion supplement. And this one is responsible for network transmission. Then we can't use JSON during network transmission. You can't use XML because it's too big. What can be done then? We use Proda to compress our data. So what's next? Let's take a look at the source code. I won't introduce it anymore about SNC because many companies are using it. There is still a certain reputation in the industry. What's next? Let's take a look at this plugin again, the most important content in this plugin. Let's first come to our current side. Okay, so here we have a motion supplement. This is our current core component. Then there is the network, a responsible client side. One is responsible for the server. Let's focus on how our client side goes to the code packet of the release version. The content of the release version of the code packet is very simple. We came to this, our client side. In fact, it is our current peak. What about the data we identified from peak? We're going to send it to our current computer. So the first thing we do is we lock the needle, lock it up to 60 stitches. So what about here? We locked it up to 60, and then we go back and forth here, and we can look at the actual sending part of it. The sending part should be at this location. Take a look at it. First of all, we get our motion capture data from motion capture. So this is our current motion capture data. This data is actually very large. So we take that data, we compress it. Ultimately, all we need is a location and rotation to determine whether it makes sense. And then we found K. So first, let's look at this. This is about 32 bytes. So here's the quaternion. Then this quaternion contains 40. It's 16 bytes because we require high accuracy. And this is what happens next. This is our current location. So what we did was we took this approach. Then some students may ask the teacher what this is. This actually automatically compresses the network for you to give you the accuracy to this position of 0.1. Because of the decimals after the others, actually, we don't need it. So in this case, it can do another compression to a certain extent. SES, it also supports our current operation. And then there's us. That's 1 byte. That's 1 byte. Yes, it first assigns you 16 alignment, and then these are another 16. So this structure, it has 32 bytes, although it is said to be 32 bytes. But in fact, after it is finally compressed, this is less than 32. What about the data we made up? Here it is. Copy it over and compress it. And then with this tool, we have now, what about the data make a byte, and then you send it back? Of course, we can determine whether hand tracking is turned on. You can send it to them directly, okay? Here we have also counted, the bag is actually quite small because our data includes the whole body plus our current hands. That's about 700 to 800 bytes in total. And what about Android? When passing bytes to our PC, it does have a limit, no more than 1,000 times. If it exceeds 1,000 times, the bag is easy to lose. We use UDP here. Just send it, just pick it up on the client side. There is no replenishment in the middle. Therefore, it can ensure maximum speed. Okay, let's take a look at the server again. For the server block, it's pickup. Here we are, go get it. And then when you're done, you get the current structure, right? This is from the part, this code is generated by that part of the tool set. Now, what about this tool? It supports crossing. Okay, after turning around, we will then enter this data into the one we want to make up, then share it to the shared area, then it can be used. Next, we will share, like in Hikori. Its axis is different from that if I use Little White Man. So here we have an inversion of the axis, right? Give him an alignment. Okay, here are the alignment rules. After the alignment is done, next, we will add them to the rules one by one. So this is for the current hand. Basically, these three, the most important thing is how we restore this data. And then this agreement in the middle, you can just watch this. We can use this protocol now. Not too many agreements. Okay, then this code is automatically generated by. We can use it to quickly convert our current structure into corresponding bytes for use. This code is generated directly. We also support transfer now. It turns out that the old version is not supported. Now, it also supports, can reflect quickly these codes. After the reflection, you just need to call it. So the whole development is also very fast. And let's look at the blueprint. In fact, you can get this project, our current one, right? You click it, That's coming first. And there it is. You can download it into the project. So this is our current 5.6 project, and this is the corresponding Pico package. You can install it into Pico, play it yourself, and try it. Then this server, you type this package, this will grow after you open it. So this is our current animation. Okay, here's what we look like. And then you can go and get this data here. For example, we set our current confidant. Later, we just need to set the rotation. It's just a big lump. Then the hand setting is the same. The hand is here. I'm worried that my hands are a big lump again. These things can be achieved in this way. One is responsible for the left hand. One is in charge of the right hand. Every skeleton is designed that way. What's next? Let's talk about where these plugins are selected, because this plugin is developed by us after all. SNC is to choose our current set of courses developed by this course. From our current Chapter 9 low-level network communication, this section explains how to develop a set of such plugins. That's a lot of stuff, right? And then this part here, it is developed by this set of courses, MMORPG, hey, this set of courses. Okay, so let's introduce it here first.